welcome back to London Beautiful Life, and today we're at the Standing of the Shoulders of Kitties premiere at Abbey Roach Studios. So this project, how did you get involved in this project?
Well, I've been friends with these guys before, and I did a cameo for them before in a movie they did years ago where I played myself. And once again, I'm playing myself. And, I'm a small part of this. I mean, we were just on tour of Europe, and there were Bubbles and the guys were opening for us. And he said, I got this idea for this movie. And when he told me about it, I thought, that's awesome. And we were so happy to do it. And I love all the guys, Robb and JP and Mike and Pat. I mean, they're just great guys. And we have such a blast together.
Obviously, the comedy value is going to be hilarious in this. When you were filming, was there any standout moments for you that made you just laugh out loud?
Well, we did a lot of ad-libbing, and so we threw a few things in that were pretty funny. I've had a couple of things in between then. I got off a 2.5-month tour and then a press tour for Paramount, so I can't recall one at this moment, but I know they're in there. And but you know what's great about this movie is not only is it funny, what you expect from the Trailer Park Boys, but it's actually pretty emotional. I mean, there's some really sweet moments in this movie. So I think that might be a thing that people could be surprised by a little bit.
How did you become a part of this project?
Well, I do a lot of stuff. I sort of come from more of a documentary background. So I've worked a lot in music and done a lot with Paul McCartney. I worked with Paul McCartney for the last 16 years, documenting him, and I made a movie about Liam Gallagher as well. That was quite big, and so Mike wanted a different sort of, almost like a music documentary edge to it. So that's how I was brought in to sort of work on it.
In this film, you've filmed in so many different locations. Where was your favourite place to film in?
It was all to get to shoot in Canada for a month was great. Then to go on the road was brilliant. Obviously, and then to end in Abbey Road. It's funny for me because I've shot so many times here, and I've worked here. This is my world, you know what I mean? And it was great to be able to almost full circle moments, you know what I mean? And to shoot in Abbey Road with Ronnie and done everything that we've done, it's been amazing.
So was there any really funny moments in this that stand out to you that you think oh my word, I can't stop laughing even when I think about it right now?
All the way through. Robert Sheehan, who's in it, he plays there's a scene with him and Randy in Abbey Road, and it's completely ad-libbed, and he must have did it numerous times, but every time he did it, it just got funnier and funnier, and he was just on it, do you know what I mean? And there was the whole film was just a laugh.
So how was filming? What was the most funniest parts that stood out to you in this film?
Oh, I don't even know. There's so many things. Shooting here at Abbey Road was definitely a highlight, Ronnie Wood and Billy Bob Thornton and Daft from Guns N' Roses and, all kinds of people. Cheap Trick fellas, Carmen from Bones UK, Lennon and Maisie Stella. Showed it's unbelievable. I can't even believe that happened.
Was there any disastrous moments that happened on this?
No, when we got here, finally made it to Abbey Road and found Randy, the whole arse was out of his pants. And his bare arse was hanging out, so that was, something we had to deal with, but that was probably the worst thing that happened.
And any good moments, your highlight moments?
Oh, pretty much everything that happened. Everything that happened in the, my best friends, Ricky and Julian, they came on an airplane to save me when I was stranded in a phone booth.
You saw Ronnie Wood.
I did not, Ricky.
How excited are you to be here today in Abbey Road for the premiere of this?
It's pretty exciting. I'd say 11 out of 10. There's a lot of money worth of stuff in this place. And the security, I don't think is that great. So then we might get some memorabilia, I think, today.
It's kind of like the Spinal Tap thing where he had that amp, you can turn up to 11. That's how I feel.
That's what we're looking for.
Yeah.
And when it came to filming, you guys filmed in many locations. What was your favorite place to film in?
The favorite place to film?
Favorite.
Oh, man, I'd say...
For this movie or of all time?
This movie. But you can say all time as well.
We did.
Iceland was pretty weird, man.
We didn't go to Prague, and apparently that was amazing.
That was amazing, but
We missed it.
Iceland was a good place. The booze was so expensive.
I enjoyed filming here.
If
It
I
was
started
awesome.
making potato vodka in Iceland, we'd be millionaires.
You would be
man. We're
very
like
wealthy.
Elon Musk billionaires.
I don't know about that.
Nah, we
Rich,
would.
Really?
We would. They
Okay.
eat horse there. It's kind of weird.
So obviously, with it being a comedic film, what is the most funniest moments of filming for you? It could be on set or off set.
I didn't think it was really funny at all, though. Did you? Was that? Well, we did mushrooms, which was
That was
always a
pretty
fun
funny.
time with him.
That was pretty funny.
Because his brain goes in different places when around.
But yeah, I
mushrooms.
felt bad for Bubbles. I mean, he was
He went
pretty
through hell,
traumatic,
man.
Pretty traumatic.
He went through hell.
And I
but
can't imagine being on the road with Randy.
The smell is
He
horrible.
smells like a dead
You don't
whale on a
understand what this
beach.
guy smells like. It's like a dumpster, within a dumpster, within like something rotting, like rotting flesh. His belly button.
What's it like recording here?
It's incredible because they're just like they know exactly what they're doing, obviously, and you go through that door there, and it's a canteen, and you just end up, meeting other people that are recording. You don't know you're going to bump into on Abbey Road, but it's just check your ego at the door when you come into Abbey Road, because Abbey Road is bigger than all of us.
When it comes to like songwriting and music, how do you, when you hear a song or you're putting a song together, how do you know if it's going to be a hit or not? Do you sometimes think, I'm not too sure about this?
It's funny you say that. I just written a song called We Are Not Broken, and it's going to be my next record, and it's the best ballad I've ever written. I'm very, very proud of it, and I feel like, it actually brought me to tears, and I was like, that's what I think a song's meant to do. I think you do know. I think there's always a little bit of doubt, but when you find a song that you just go, I just really love it from start to finish, I think you do know. But again, that being said, sometimes you have songs that people just gravitate towards, and you didn't think it was going to do anything, and
Has there ever been a time where you got a song where you're like, I don't want to do this song, but you feel like you have to do it because of like people around you are telling you to do it?
I don't know. I think I'm lucky enough to have some hits. Hit's a hit, man. Like it's like a get out of jail free card. It's like when you're on stage and you know that everyone's going to sing that chorus or sing every single lyric. It's a real privileged position to be in. So I've got a few of those. So I'm grateful for that. I love singing stuff that brings back nostalgia and memory. I think it's a real privilege. So